everyone. This is Aneel Khowaja. Assalamu alaikum सबको. Today we are with another live. आज का जो लाइव है वो स्पेशली इंजीनियर्स के बारे में है कि इंजीनियर्स का पीआर पाथवे क्या है एंड आल्सो अबाउट द ऑस्ट्रेलियन बॉर्डर ओपनिंग. तो ऑस्ट्रेलियन बॉर्डर ओपनिंग का एक बहुत बड़ा न्यूज़ आई थिंक लास्ट वीक कुछ दिन पहले ही ब्रेक हुआ है. सो वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग ऑन दैट वन व्हाट एग्जैक्टली द निटी-ग्रिटीज आर, क्या चीज़ें आपको प्रिपेयर करनी है इन ऑर्डर टू इंश्योर कि आपका जो है वो जो बॉर्डर जब आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं तो कौन कौन सी चीज़ें जो आपको अपने साथ लेके आनी है, कौन सी एक सी चेकलिस्ट है जो स्पेसिफिकली यू नीड टू मेक श्योर कि आप उसको लेके आएँ, क्योंकि चेकलिस्ट के जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं वो होना लाजमी है. अगर आपको एग्जामिशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आपने ऑब्वियसली अपना वीज़ा लिस्ट में से देख लिया होगा कि आपका वीज़ा जो है वो एलिजिबिलिटी पे है या नहीं है, लेकिन इसके बाद भी यू नीड अ स्पेसिफिक लिस्ट इन ऑर्डर टू इंश्योर कि आप वो लिस्ट को अपने साथ मेंटेन रखें और जब आ रहे हों तो बॉर्डर फोर्स जब आपसे ये चीज़ें मांगे तो आपके पास ये सारी चीज़ें मौजूद होनी चाहिए. नाउ फर्स्टली we'll go with the news. So news ये है कि from 1st of December 2021 immigrants are allowed to enter Australia. जो temporary visa holders थे जो काफ़ी अरसे से like 2 साल हो गए जो stuck थे outside, they would be able to come down to Australia now. जो important subclasses हैं उसके अंदर subclass 500, then you have subclass 476, 485 holders, and there's a list of अगर हमारी टीम जो है बैकएंड पे वो एक लिस्ट को अगर सामने दिखा सके, इफ दे कैन शेयर आवर फेसबुक पेज वेयर वी हैव दैट लिस्ट, सो हम उसको गो थ्रू करेंगे ताकि जो लोग हमें ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं और वो उस सब क्लास या उस लिस्ट से एसोसिएट हैं तो वो इजीली अपने आप को वहाँ देखकर और अपनी प्रिपरेशन कर सकते हैं. एंड देन फर्दर हम चेकलिस्ट के बारे में भी इसको डिस्कस करेंगे. सो विल टेक अ शॉर्ट ब्रेक. आफ्टर द ब्रेक हम लिस्ट को सामने लाएंगे प्लस हम चेकलिस्ट के बारे में बात करेंगे.
ThinkHigher Consultants. We are registered education and migration consultants. Offer following services: student visas, admissions, change of course of provider, skilled migration visas, temporary activity visas, employer-sponsored visas, partner visas, parent visas, health cover for all types of visas, visitor tourist visas, business visas, Naati CCL preparation classes, professional year programs, IELTS and PT classes, coaching programs for new education and migration agents, and many more.
Contact ThinkHigher Consultants. Provide personalized and on-spot services, leads to permanent visa pathways and Australian citizenship. Facebook/ThinkHigher Consultants. Twitter/ThinkHigher House. Instagram/ThinkHigher Consultants.
Alright, so before we start, एक announcement मुझे करना है कि recently we have sent an email like 10-15 minutes ago कि जो joining link था वो joining link actually वो corrupted link था, तो we have sent another link over your email. Please join the live from that link. So जिन लोगों को वो email मिला है and unfortunately they are not able to join in, please bear with us. और वो जो लिंक हमने एक और ईमेल आपको किया है ट्राई करें उससे ज्वाइन करने की and you would able to see me live. So now let's talk about the offshore visa holders जिनके visas हैं उनके पास and then they really wanted to come down to Australia. तो list I think हमारी टीम जो है उनको थोड़ा टाइम लग रहा है, तो I'll run through the list with you. Let me just open up my Facebook and I'll just run through the list with you. So okay, so list is with us. So if you can run through this one, देखेंगे ये सारी सब classes हैं जो new arrangements हैं eligible visa holders that can enter into Australia. तो आप ये list को go through कर सकते हैं. I'll read that list for you guys, so आपको ये समझ में आ जाए कि कौन कौन से वीज़ाज हैं. अगर आप स्क्रीन नहीं देख पा रहे या मोबाइल से ऑनलाइन है तो still I'll run through the list for you. So 461 वीज़ा हैं जो न्यूजीलैंड सिटीजन एंड फैमिली रिलेशनशिप वीज़ा होल्डर्स हैं. 462 Then 476, lots of people have applied for 476. So 476 visa holders के लिए अच्छी न्यूज़ है कि जिनके वीज़ास ग्रांट हो गए वो अपनी टिकट्स करा के आ सकते हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया. अमेजिंग न्यूज़. 482 टेम्पररी स्किल शॉर्टेज वीज़ास. 485 बहुत सारे स्टक हो गए थे. ऑलमोस्ट द वीज़ा इन वर्ज ऑफ फिनिशिंग. राइट टाइम है, जल्दी से अपनी टिकट करवाएं. और बाकी जो चेकलिस्ट के बारे में हम बात करेंगे, सो यू हैव टू स्टे ट्यून विद दिस लाइव, क्योंकि इस चेकलिस्ट के बारे में जो हम बात करेंगे उस पर बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आपके होंगे, उसको भी हम वन बाय वन लेंगे. 489 visas, 491 visas, 494 visas, sub plus 500, 580 sub plus, 590 student guardian visas, 785, 790, 870, 988 visa. So you can see there are lots of visas here. Then obviously refugee visa 200, those are offshore stuck. 201, 202, 203, 204, 300 prospective marriage visas. Lots of people are waiting to meet their partners here. उनके लिए बहुत ज़बरदस्त न्यूज़ आ गई है. वैसे उनके लिए ट्रेवल एग्जामिशंस भी ओपन हो गए थे अगर उनके एप्लीकेशन अप्रूव्ड हैं, लेकिन अगेन सब क्लास 300 दे हैव एडेड. 400 सब क्लास, 403, 407 ट्रेनिंग वीज़ा, 408. So lots of people who have dependents who are overseas, 408, they can come down to this visa to Australia. So exciting news. So 408 obviously travel भी कर सकते हैं offshore, वापस भी आ सकते हैं. So it's good for them जिन्होंने बहुत सारे लोगों ने 408 visa डाला हुआ है. 417, 449 and 457 जो कि अब 482 visa convert हो गया है. So these all visas where you can able to come down if you're fully vaccinated. Now fully vaccination के लिए आपको पता है कि TJ approved vaccinations हैं जो आपको लगानी है. अगर TJ approved नहीं है तो unfortunately आप जो है वो enter नहीं कर सकते. जो लोग still हमें हमारे पुराने लिंक से ज्वाइन किया है, I'll suggest to check our email. न्यू लिंक है, उससे आप लाइव को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं ताकि आपके लिए इस लाइव को जो भी आप ऑडियंसेस हैं उसको सही तरीके से उस लाइव को देख सकें. तो प्लीज़ check your email. There is a correct link we have sent. Join it from that link. Now let's talk about the checklist, क्योंकि checklist बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. वीज़ा सबको पता चल गए हैं कि ये वीज़ाज हैं, इन वीज़ाज पे हम आ सकते हैं, लेकिन now let's talk about the checklist. checklist में हमारे पास क्या क्या होना चाहिए in order to prepare yourself to come down to Australia. So हमारी टीम ने एक बहुत अच्छी पॉइंटर्स, एक चेकलिस्ट जो है वो बनाई है, मेरी DM टीम और ग्राफिक डिज़ाइनर ने. I'm so happy that we have done this thing. So अगर आप देखें तो DM team, if you can just change the screen to the checklist, so at least we can run through the checklist for them. Yes, so further back. Yeah, so until we put the checklist on the screen, so सबसे जो पहली checklist है, you need to check कि आपका वीज़ा जो है वो ट्रेवल एग्जामिशन की जो लिस्ट है जिससे उन्होंने एग्ज़ाम किया, अब आपको एलिजिबल वीज़ास हैं उसमें आपका वीज़ा होना लाजमी है. सो मैंने रन थ्रू कर लिए हैं सारे वीज़ास हमारे फर्स्ट सेगमेंट के अंदर. सो इफ़ यू स्टिल वांटेड टू नो, आप इस वीडियो को जब रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो ऑन होता है आप फिर से उसको रन थ्रू कर सकते हैं. देन ऑब्वियसली चेक इफ़ योर नेक्सस रिक्वायर्ड reduce quarantine requirements. So what needs to be done, you need to check with the relevant states. एवरी स्टेट्स की एक परमिट वेबसाइट है, आपको परमिट लेना ज़रूरी है. सो इफ़ यू आर एंटरिंग इनटू विक्टोरिया ने एक अपना परमिट लिंक अपनी वेबसाइट पे पब्लिश किया है. दैट विल ऑब्वियसली वी विल बी पुटिंग दैट ऑन आवर फेसबुक एज वेल. आपको उस परमिट लिंक पे जाके और परमिशन लेना लाजमी है. अगर आप परमिट नहीं लेंगे तो वो स्टेट आपको अलाउ नहीं करेगा एंटर होना. सो दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो यू शुड नीड टू गेट अ परमिट. एग्जामिशन आपको नहीं लेना, फुली वैक्सीनेटेड आप हैं, एलिजिबल वीज़ा में आप हैं, ऑल गुड, लेकिन आपको स्टेट का परमिशन लेना लाजमी है. सो डू अप्लाई फॉर अ स्टेट परमिशन. उसके बगैर प्लीज़ ट्रैवल मत कीजिएगा, टिकट्स मत लीजिएगा. देन देयर आर सर्टेन वीज़ाज जिस पे उन्होंने कोई क्वारंटीन नहीं लगाया है, तो वो भी आपको उस परमिट वेबसाइट से पता चलेगा. सो जस्ट गो टू दैट लिंक एंड सी व्हाट एग्जैक्टली they have required for. अगर हो सका तो हम एक और सेशन करेंगे जिसमें हम परमिट्स के बारे में बात करेंगे कि डिफरेंट स्टेट्स की क्या परमिट्स हैं, एंड उन पे क्या क्या डॉक्यूमेंटेशन चाहिए जो दैट नीड्स टू बी सबमिटेड. Third जो है, obtain your foreign vaccination certificate. So you must need to have your foreign vaccination certificate handy. अगर आप अप्रूव TGA वैक्सीनेशन आपके डबल वैक्स हुआ है तो you have to get a formal certificate from the respective government. So for instance के कुछ लोग इंडिया से हैं, पाकिस्तान से हैं, so if they have done uh, you know they have AstraZeneca Bharat vaccine, so that you need to have a formal certificate from them. पाकिस्तान के अंदर Sinovac, Sinopharm काफ़ी लोगों ने लगाया हुआ है, they also have Pfizer's there, so you need to have a formal certificate. Formal certificate के बगैर they won't be allowing you to enter Australia. So that's a third requirement you need to meet. एक और लिंक है जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, काफी लोग उसे मिस कर जाते हैं, दैट इज अ ट्रेवल डिक्लेरेशन. सो यू नीड टू फिल द ट्रेवल डिक्लेरेशन एटलीस्ट 72 आवर्स प्रायर. इट मीन्स आपकी फ्लाइट अगर 3 दिन पहले है तो यू हैव टू फिल द ट्रेवल डिक्लेरेशन. अगर आप ट्रेवल डिक्लेरेशन फिल नहीं करेंगे, अनफॉर्चुनेटली दे वोंट बी अलाउइंग यू टू एंटर ऑस्ट्रेलिया. कोई और इस पे वेवर नहीं है, तो प्लीज मेक श्योर करें ये सारी चेकलिस्ट आप याद कर लें या नोट डाउन कर लें, या इस वीडियो को वापस रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो को देखिएगा और अपनी चेकलिस्ट को मेंटेन कीजिएगा. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. और यू कैन गो टू आवर फेसबुक पेज, और ये जो हमने चेकलिस्ट सामने शो की है ये आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं, अपने साथ रख सकते हैं. नाउ लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, प्री डिपार्चर कोविड टेस्ट जरूरी है. कोविड टेस्ट सर्टिफिकेट आपके हाथ में होना चाहिए. नो मैटर आप डबल वैक्स हैं, आपने बूस्टर डोज लगवा लिया है, जो भी आपने किया है, स्टिल प्लीज मेक श्योर कि प्री डिपार्चर कोविड टेस्ट आपने करवाया हुआ हो. दैट्स रियली रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. डोंट मिस दैट अप. Now, this is the main important points of the checklist you need to remember. हम कुछ questions हैं वो ले लेते हैं and then we'll go further from there. Let's go with Zishan Ansari question first. So he's asking, what about if someone has a bridging visa B? All right, Zishan, at the moment bridging visas के लिए हमारे पास exactly जो है वो से कोई आया नहीं है पॉलिसी. सो यू हैव टू वेट. कोई क्लियर गाइडलाइंस नहीं है. ब्रिजिंग वीज़ा भी जिनके पास है जो बी लेके 1 ईयर, ऑब्वियसली मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल हैव गॉट 1 ईयर ब्रिजिंग वीज़ा जो कि अभी ख़त्म हो रहा होगा. अनफॉर्चुनेटली अभी कोई नहीं आया है, पर मे बी देयर वुड बी अ बेटर गाइडलाइंस के कुछ वीज़ाज हैं जिसमें ऑब्वियसली अगर आपने उन वीज़ा को अप्लाई करने के बाद ब्रिजिंग वीज़ा भी लिया है तो आप एंटर कर सकते हैं. बट देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ अदर ब्रिजिंग वीज़ाज भी जिसमें ऑब्वियसली कंडीशन ऐसी नहीं है, अब उन लिस्ट में नहीं है. फॉर इंस्टेंस किसी ने अगर विजिटर वीज़ा अप्लाई किया एंड देन दे हैव टेकन अ ब्रिजिंग वीज़ा बी एंड दे हैव वेंट ऑफशोर, ब्रिजिंग वीज़ा बी जो है वो एलिजिबल वीज़ा लिस्ट में नहीं है, तो अनफॉर्चुनेटली यू वोंट बी एबल टू कम डाउन. सो दिस इज व्हाट यू नीड टू कंसिडर. बट अगेन वी विल कीप यू पोस्टेड अगर कोई न्यू पॉलिसी या गाइडलाइन हमें ब्रिजिंग वीज़ा बी या ब्रिजिंग वीज़ा के लिए आती है. Saif Khalid is saying, good evening. Good evening, Saif. I have graduate diploma of 17 months. Am I eligible to get Australian education 5 points? Kindly guide. Saif, minimum जो requirement है diploma study की 5 points की वो है 16 months. Now you just need to double check कि आपके number of crick-cross weeks 92 हो रहे हैं या नहीं हो रहे. अगर वो हो रहे हैं so then you should able to grab points. I don't think so there would be any issues not getting the points. Yeah. आनंद पांडे कह रहे हैं गुड मॉर्निंग. गुड मॉर्निंग आनंद, आपका कोई क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज पुट दैट अप. आई एम मोर देन हैप्पी टू टेक इट. रेखा कुमारी ने एक क्वेश्चन किया है कि हाय अनिल, इंफॉर्मेटिव लाइव सेशन. हैव 2 क्वेश्चन. When is the next Victoria 190 round expected to happen? They have just added 3 occupations more, one of which is cybersecurity engineer under the parent group of software engineers. What will be the effect of this change for Victoria 1, especially cybersecurity sector? Now, Rekha, एक चीज आपको बहुत important है जो आपको understand करनी है कि 2 दिन पहले ENSCO codes change हुए हैं. So if the ENSCO code has changed, so ICT security specialist जो ENSCO था, that has been removed and उसके against 3 to 4 more ENSCO codes उन्होंने further subdivided कर दिए हैं, जिसमें एक cyber security analyst है, cyber security specialist है. So first you need to grab that assessment. So if you have got a valid assessment, you need to email to ACS to give you the new ENSCO code skill assessment. Based on that, you can definitely apply for Victoria 190. Victoria 190 का beauty ये है कि they don't have any rounds. So they are inviting randomly to the people. 3 दिन पहले एक राउंड हुआ था and we have got one of the successful outcome for emission energy. Now the second expected round would be somewhere around 26 or 27. That would be on Friday or most probably on Monday, like next week. So if you already have an ROI in place, just wait for that one. But again, you just need to contact ACS to have the skill assessment within updated and score. PK Daryat ne pucha, how about pharmacists? My wife passed her KPS yesterday. All right, awesome. PK, if your wife has done a pharmacist, has become a pharmacist after giving the CAPS exam successfully, that comes under either a medical research target sector or health sector. She must need to work in that field. So if she is, then you can apply for Victoria 190 as well, or 491, depends on where your employer is. But then it's a good opportunity. You should try using the Victorian state sponsorship opportunity. एक चीज जो मैं आपको बताता चलूँ, those who are really eyeing on Victoria 190, they have the seats 3,500 for 190. So it's a massive quota. We have it. So don't miss this opportunity. Do apply if you fall directly into the target sector. Alright, एक क्वेश्चन सॉरी रेखा ने पूछा था कि क्या अफेक्ट एग्जैक्टली आया है 190 में अगर ये जो न्यू सब कैटेगरीज उन्होंने किया है. इसका ये है आंसर कि इट विल गिव मोर अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर दोज हु आर वर्किंग इन साइबर सिक्योरिटी. So lots of people are working in a software house where they do at least 50 to 60% of a cyber security specialist or analyst work. So that gives an advantage to those who comes under the software engineering target sector. So it's going to be quite exciting and lots of more invites will come. Let's go to the Zishan Ansari's question. Can I travel on bridging visa B or need to apply exemption? Zishan, you still need an exemption because you are not a part of an eligible visa. So obviously you need an exemption for sure. Let's take the second one, the next one, the engineer Arslan Imtiaz Chaudhry. He's saying, hi sir, good evening. I have a skill assessment of engineering technologies, but I'm working as a technician in Adelaide. Are there chances to get 491? He has written 481, but that's 491. I'm working more than 7 months. I have all pay slips. Arslan, technician still is closely or slightly relevant to engineering technologies. I have lots of clients who have got based on the technician they were working for in South Australia for last 12 months, they have got 491. So we need to double check the South Australia requirement. If it's 6 months for whole South Australia, then you should apply for 491 as of now. But if it's 12 months, then you have to wait for another 4 or 5 months more. So you can contact my office. We can double check for you to take a migration appointment, and definitely we'll discuss about this thing. But again, you have a good profile, so don't worry about it. I believe that should be all good. PK asking, can we apply for our PR here in Victoria? All right, so PK, I've already given you the answer for that one. You have an opportunity to apply for 190 in the target sector, medical research or health, but your wife needs to work as a pharmacist. So start finding jobs. All right, so we have Zulkarn and Awan now. For engineering technology, which state would be better? New South Wales, South Australia, Tasmania. It's a big discussion on this one. All 3 states have different requirements. So now we need to know how eager are you to get the state sponsorship. New South Wales, you must need to, if you're going with the 190, you must have a job as an engineering technologist. Otherwise, you must have an exception 95 to 100 points in order to get an invite. Regional 491, you can apply for stream 3 if you don't have job, but you have to show substantial ties living there. So say 3 to 4 months or 5 months with 85 points can lead you to that one. But again, New South Wales is something we need to discuss, and you have to make the decision on that one. South Australia, good option. You have a waiver for 491. So if you live there for 12 months in a regional South Australia, work in any occupation for 20 hours per week, you can apply for South Australia. So बहुत अच्छा option है South Australia के लिए. Tasmania, again, you have to work in a nominated occupation for 6 months. Otherwise, you can go with the study pathway. But again, it's up to you what options you choose. I won't really suggest it for the Tasmania as of now. Mohammed Asim. What about the replacement visas for 485 and other visas for offshore stuck since Feb 20 announced today by Tom Connell? All right. So replacement, there is no replacement visas, but maybe possible they will allow those who are offshore can apply for an extension of 485, but depends on where exactly you finish your studies. For instance, अगर आपने जो है वो study रीजनल एरिया में फिनिश किया था and then you have an opportunity to apply for 485 extension, you can do so. So we need to see how that works out. So policy is not clear. It's just an announcement by Tom, but we need to see how that works out with the policy. But again, इतने फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी आ गई है कि आई एम प्रीटी श्योर कि 485 एक्सटेंशन ये जो दोज जिनके वीजाज खत्म हो गए हैं obviously they would get an opportunity to apply again. So we'll need to see. PK, she's currently working as a pharmacy assistant. Yep. So yes, Heidi, I remember. So Heidi, if you're working as a pharmacist assistant, we have an opportunity to apply for Victor 190. We'll definitely speak on this one because I think we have a migration appointment already booked for you. So inshallah, we'll speak on this one and we'll see how things go. Saif Khalid. Hi, Aneel, COE shows 75 weeks. So this means yes. So Saif, that's true. You have to go with something which has 92 weeks. So if you have done a grad diploma, you have to add another study in order to meet the 92 weeks. Otherwise, you won't be able to claim 5 additional points for study. You guys are agent. How many points for pharmacy? Okay. Paul, let's discuss this in the migration meeting. At the moment, Victoria is inviting somewhere around 80 to 85 points. Saif Khalid, currently 75 points, excluding state points. What about South Australia outers? 491 is a very good option, Saif, for you. If you're currently staying in regional South Australia and working there in agni occupation, obviously 491 would be a piece of cake. 190, you need to work more because they require minimum 80 points. So 75, if itself you have it 5 points, they're going to give you. If you meet the requirement, then I don't think so there would be any issues. So good profile. We can definitely work out on this one. Davinder, chances for Davinder, you're still 10 points short. Try to grab another 10 points. You should be at least on 80 to 85, and then 5 points if you started working in a cybersecurity target sector, which is now the most priority occupation, if you can see, for Victoria. As you know, one of our audience have just asked for that they have recently just segregated software engineering with cybersecurity specialization into the subfield. So it's a good opportunity. Rahman said, what about mechanical engineering with 70 points? Rahman, you need to be more specified with which visa you're talking about, 189, 190 or 491 in which state. Davinder, I've given you an answer. Thank you so much for clarifying the cybersecurity thing. Let's PK, what PK is saying. PK is saying, thank you for being our agent. Hopefully it will work out fine once we can. No worries at all. Thank you so much for your kind words, PK. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll crack it for you. Yeah. Adnan saying, good to hear news updates. Thank you so much, Adnan. We generally do every month an update, and I was live last week as well. So stay tuned on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. We also go live simultaneously to the YouTube channel as well. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go with the YouTube channel. I'm more than happy to answer whatever questions you may have it. If it's in a private space, obviously you need to book an appointment or you need to email us. We'll see if we can apply over the email, or maybe a migration appointment will do for you. Rahman saying New South Wales 190. Rahman, you still 10 to 15 points short. You should have at least 85 points in order to have fair chance for 190 New South Wales. Alrighty, guys. So we'll take a small break. And after the break, we'll discuss about engineer's pathway to permanent residency. And then I'll take further questions. And then we'll take it from there. Thank you so much.
ThinkHigher consultants offer the best PTE online training. ThinkHigher is the only PTE online training institute in Pakistan. We are #1 PTE online training institute, 5-star ratings and positive reviews, Australian-based qualified PTE and Naati teachers. Our students are achieving 80 and 86 score in PTE.
Contact ThinkHigher at pteclasses@thinkhigher.com.au.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for waiting, guys. So let's talk about the engineer's pathway towards a permanent residency, which was the important discussion. We have to do it today. So the engineers are most what you call of a hot occupations around most of the states. You name it: electronics, electrical, mechanical, biomedical, mechatronics, industrial engineers, there are heaps, biomedical engineers, telecom network engineer. They all are very good demand in lots of the states at the moment. For offshore, South Australia is one of the best options you have it अगर आपके पास 8 years of experience है. So those who really wanted to apply for South Australia, they should have at least 8 years of experience plus minimum IELTS or PTE requirement of 8 each or equivalent. So if you're able to crack that, then I'm definitely pretty sure that they're gonna even invite you for 190. Or if they have quota left for 190, if not, then 491 would be definitely yes for offshore applicants. So run through your profiles and see if you're able to grab that much points. Now, another more PR pathways for engineers are 476 pathway. अगर आप 476 वीजा पे हैं और अभी हमने न्यूज़ भी आपको दी है कि you can now travel to Australia, meeting all the checklist requirements, they have it. Straight away come to the state जो कि आपको वहाँ रहने के points देते हैं, या रहने के बाद straight away they give you 190, 491 or 190. Just like Northern Territory, if you stay there for 6 months, work there for 6 months in your nominated occupation, you'll get the 190, 491. Same goes with South Australia. Stay in a regional South Australia for 12 months, grab 1491. Easy pathways for the engineers. Apart from the other, applicants, they really need to do the PY. They also need to do an experience to get the skill assessment. Engineers, skill assessment is quite easy. If you have done your qualification under an accredited course, you straight away get the assessment through the Engineer Australia engineering technologist. Or if you have selected some specialization, then yes, they will consider for that one. But engineering technology is quite common to get it. Plus, if you don't have an accredited qualification, just go with the CDRs. 3 episodes you need to write from the projects you have done in your qualification, and straight away get the skill assessment. Engineer Australia is the most easiest and the best options, best, the assessment body. We have it for the, the assessments. So you can have now 476 pathway. You have state sponsorships pathway. Sooner or later, they obviously gonna open up the 1989s as well. So then you have another opportunity to apply for that one as well. Now, the last but not the least, employer sponsorship. So if you have 3 years of full-time experience anywhere around the world and you have got your skill assessment done, you can find an employer in Australia who can sponsor you straight away on 186 visa. So 186 is one of the amazing options you have it. So I believe you should also look into this one. So these are the 3 main pathways for engineers who really wanted to apply for permanent residency. Now there is a debate between offshore and onshore. So offshore, only one state has opened up. New states will open very soon. But again, for onshore, there are heaps of options. You need to discuss your options with the migration agent, which is the best possible pathway to get quicker 491 or 190. And obviously, we can apply for that one. Now, let's get back to the messages. हम फिर से further comments पढ़ते हैं, उनके जवाब देते हैं, and we'll try to wrap up the session after giving answers to most of the questions. Yeah. So Rahman Sayed is asking, mechanical engineer with 80 points for New South Wales Stream 3. If you're living in a regional New South Wales, Rahman, great opportunity. You should be invited in Jan round. I would be really looking forward to this one. नेक्स्ट टाइम जब मैं लाइव करूँ यू शुड लेट अस नो. अगर इफ यू आर डूइंग इन अ जैन यू शुड लेट अस नो कि आपका क्या रिजल्ट आया. बट 80 पॉइंट्स फॉर न्यू साउथ वेल्स 491 स्ट्रीम 3. इफ यू आर इन रीजनल न्यू साउथ वेल्स staying for minimum 2-3 months, then yes, you have good opportunity. But 190, it's going to be really tough for you. Adnan Ulagh, Aneel bhai, please shed some insight regarding visa 476 for engineers. My brother has already lodged for the very. All right, so Adnan, good news, since they have put 476 into eligible visas. इमिग्रेशन का क्या हुआ था कि जिन जो नहीं आ पा रहे थे यहाँ पे उन्होंने डेलिबरेटली वीजास को स्टॉप किया हुआ था to process, especially 476, 18 months or 24 months ho gaya tha, but now they will start processing the visas. So I'm pretty sure if he has lodged it, he will definitely gonna get it very soon if he is meeting all the requirements. Then he can travel. Checklist you need to run through. हमने already हमारे start of this session में checklist को run through किया, तो you need to make sure कि आप इसको वीडियो को फिर से देखें और चेकलिस्ट ज़रूर देखें ट्रैवल करने की टू फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया. Murtaza Pirzada asking, what about engineering technologies? Murtaza, you need to be more, specify with the question, because this one is quite vague. I can't answer you on this one, but please, if you can write your answer in detail, I'll more than happy to answer you. Anil, bit tricky question. I'm doing diploma in Melbourne, but that's online. Can I move to South Australia and finish diploma there because it's online and I can claim 5 points after that? If you're doing a diploma anywhere in Australia or overseas, an online diploma, that counts towards your study. So say if you have done a diploma in Melbourne and later down the line, if you go to South Australia to another 1 year study, you will meet the South Australia study graduate requirement as well. That is 46 weeks you need to study. Plus you're able to claim the 5 points for the 2 year study as well. So you can segregate. It's not like that you have to complete the 2 year study in Melbourne. Hope that answers your query. Skill assessment in electronics engineering can help me in PR pathway as I have. Yes, that will be another scope, but Davinder, you already have ICT security specialist that will do for you. And obviously for clients who already with us, I have already, make sure that we are applying for a new NSCO codes, which were announced day before yesterday. So already emailed to ACS, hopefully get the new outcome, and then we shall go with the Victorian 190 or 491, depends on your job possibility. Murtaza Pirzada, is there any disadvantage for onshore people applying for now after borders open? I don't think so. There would be more competition coming up. So अगर 491 आता है तो ले लें, क्योंकि अगर लोग influx आना start हो गए and they already have PTA teach experience है, तो आप लोगों के लिए 491 लेना मुश्किल हो जाएगा. तो it's better 491 190 जो हाथ में आ रहा है, just take it. That would be my brotherly advice to you guys. Saif Khalid, sorry for asking too many questions. What about 70 points excluding state points for South Australia outer regional and no work experience on job offer? I'll give the answer. It's a very interesting question, Saif. I'll answer you after a short break. So you guys need to stay tuned to get the answer of this question.
Jess talking to her parents on Skype and showing concern that she wants to stay in Australia as she's getting really good opportunity to one of the renowned company. She further said that I'm in search of a good consultant and I'll apply TR through them.
Okay, goodbye mom and dad, I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, take care dear.
Jess opens her email as soon as calls finishes and she sees a newsletter from ThinkHigher Consultants, which says free temporary visa application if you get professional year program through ThinkHigher. She calls to ThinkHigher and discuss her situation with their qualified counselor. They explained her the benefits of professional year as well as offered her free temporary visa application. They also explained the checklist for temporary visa as well. Jess was so satisfied that she submitted all her documents online and got her temporary residency visa and professional year application done. Contact ThinkHigher Consultants for resident return visa. We provide personalized and on-spot services leads to permanent visa pathways and Australian citizenship. Facebook/ThinkHigher Consultants.
All right. Alrighty, so we're back. So let's put the Saif Khalid question on the screen again. So what about 70 points excluding state points for South Australia outer region and no work experience or job offer? Saif, still pretty safe. If you are in outer regional or South Australia having a skill assessment as engineer, you don't require such work experience or job offer. You just need to maintain a normal work. Any work will do. Even lots of people are driving Ubers and all, but you need to make sure that you are staying in South Australia, regional South Australia, working and living both. You must have at least 12 months proof of that. Easy for 9 months. All right, so Rahman Sayed, okay. All right, thank you so much, Rahman, for giving us a nice feedback. Thanks for coming to this live and asking the questions. And I hope I have given you the right, the relevant answers you really required. Now let's go to the Maninderjeet Singh. He's asking, what are the chances of getting 491 with 90 points and 80 points for 190 motor mechanic? Currently living in New South Wales regional for last 2 months, not working in occupational field. Stream 3 you can apply, Maninderjeet, and there is a chance, there are lots of chances that they may invite you. 80 points is a very good point. 190 would be a bit difficult. People are not getting invites 190 quite often for New South Wales since you're not working in your occupational field. But stream 3 491 is definitely on. We have got two motor mechanics recently got the 491 New South Wales in the last round, and today their invitation has been formally approved as well. So chances are good. They were also on 85.70 plus 15. They were working in a Woolworths customer services in Dabu. So you can see how things go. Ajay Huda. Ajay Huda is asking 190 visa as an engineering technologist, renewable energy in Victoria at 90 points. What are my chances? Ajay, good chances, but for engineering technologists, New South Victoria is taking invitations quite slowly, especially for engineering technologists. The chances are good. If in next 1 or 2 months you're not able to grab the invitation, then you need to withdraw the ROI and resubmit it with a better write up. That will do for you. Put more keywords into that one so at least they can pick you. So run through the Victoria website, see what exactly they really wanted. So if you can see, there is a link where they have given lots of information about renewable energy. Take few keywords from there. This is the trade trick I'm giving you, the trade secret. I have it. I'm giving you that one. Otherwise, you should contact ThinkHigher Consultants. More than happy to write up for you, and we can submit the ROI for you. Thank Davinder Singh is Shukriya aapko bhi. Thank you, Davinder, for joining us. I believe that we have the last question. Kamalpreet Singh asking, applied EUR for TAS New South Wales with ThinkHigher with 90 points in production. Is there any chance for invitation for offshore? Kamal, at the moment, Tasmania, New South Wales are not inviting anyone from offshore. So we have to wait for another 2-3 months. I think you should get back to us and see if you have able to achieve 8 years of experience and you have 8 each, then we can try for South Australia for you. That's the better option we can look for. Please email me so I look into this one and the team's gonna get back to you on this one. All right, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate the turnaround today. Lots of heaps of questions. If you have any further questions, put that onto the comment box. My team will pass that to me. I'll try to answer as much as we could, or my team can reply you back, taking answers from my side. कोई और ऐसी चीज जो आप पूछनी है, I'm still there for another 2 months, border related, or if you have any concerns traveling from offshore to onshore, please do ask. Otherwise, we'll take a leave right now, and inshallah we'll come with another updates in next 1 or 2 weeks. Alrighty, thank you so much, guys, and inshallah I'll see you next week.